Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's sketch is this one right here by Susanna Lee, and it looks like a 4x6 photo and a 4x4 photo. Something here in the background, lots of white space and some banners and a little bit of embellishment. Not exactly sure if I'm going to leave this as white space or not. We'll see once I actually get moving on to the layout. But I am going to scrapbook these two photos. These are photos of us at the restaurant The Counter in Phoenix at Creativation. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut this down to a 4x4. Just going to figure out, yeah, I'm going to cut that down to the 4x4. Okay, let's see what I can do. Alrighty, so I don't know what it is, but the last, I don't know how many sketches that have had these little fishtail banners, I feel like I just have had an aversion to them lately. No matter what I do, I end up not fishtailing my banners. I end up doing something else. And this layout is no different. I just use rectangles instead of the banners. I'm just, you just gotta work with how you're feeling. So if you're not feeling bannery, then don't do banners. If you're not feeling mixed media-y, then don't do it. Like you gotta do what works for you. Now I am using my lovely leftovers kit for the month of March. It is mid-March now, you guys, and I still have a whole heck of a lot of this kit left. So that needs to be fixed. I really did want to kind of obliterate this kit. I do use up a good amount here. I'm going to use this blue floral, and I know that the two florals don't exactly coordinate with each other, but I think what I end up with I like. It might not be your cup of tea, but I like it, and it's going in my album, and that makes me happy. So I just found a little bit of a flower. So, distraction, I went ahead and cut down my portrait 4x6 photo so that it could be 4x4. And it's just a photo of the menu at this restaurant called The Counter. And it's this paper menu, and you kind of mark off what you want. You can pick toppings and all kinds of fun things. Now, I couldn't leave all of this space white. Like I had to do something. And I was going to tear both edges and have you be able to see it. And I decided that was not the way I want it to go. Ultimately, I just decided to tear off the bottom down here so that there would be this dark expanse of the black cardstock. And I did that because my anchoring piece underneath of my photos is so dark. It just kind of felt like the background just kind of went out into the abyss. And I know that it truly didn't, but it felt that way to me, so I had to adjust. Now I am taking scraps from my lovely leftovers. This is a gold crosshatch piece of paper, and this is where I decide I'm not bannering this. I don't want to. I'm just going to rectangle it up. So I go ahead and place this one underneath of the photo, and then I don't exactly follow the banners either. Like I just don't. I was going to bring in that gold washi. That didn't make it on the layout by the time I was finished doing all of my embellishing, and that's okay, you guys. Like I went a little bit of a different direction than I had in my head. Now I do have this striped paper here, and I go ahead and cut that off because it was a little bit too long. And I'm just going to lift up the entire background, and this one I'm going to put beneath that black kind of anchoring page. I kind of want it to really just have this area that felt like it was supposed to be here. I didn't want it to look like it just was, thrown on the page. And I know that that sounds weird. It sounds weird when I'm saying it, but while I'm scrapbooking and while I'm creating the page, these are the thoughts that are running through my mind. I don't want it to look like I just threw it on there. And, you'll have to let me know if it looks like I just threw it on there to you. So I go ahead and use this blue, almost denim paper. And again, I'm going to go ahead and tuck that underneath of the floral paper as well. I didn't want my floral paper to be covered up as much as the paper is in the sketch. I wanted you to be able to see it because I liked it. I think it's pretty. I feel like I had a dress with this floral pattern or something very similar to it once, and it's just very, I don't know, I just like it. So I went ahead and added a bunch of adhesive to all those layers because I didn't want them to fall apart. And my layouts are hanging out, not in albums, a little bit longer with this series. So with my 100 sketchy video series, which we're in the midst of, surprise if you didn't realize that, I'm going to have a layout share at the end with all 100 videos. Oh, not 100 videos. Oh my goodness, that would be an epically long video if I put them all together. All 100 layouts. So I'm going to have a layout chart of all 100 layouts. There we go. Now I do add in this little swatch book square that says thank you. And I've already got the title in my head. As soon as I saw thank you, I went thank you for the food. And that is what I'm going to ultimately put on top of this page. So I'm going through all of the stickers and all of the little bits to see what I can use just to embellish this page a little bit. So there really isn't a lot going on the sketch, which can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. If you kind of like going your own way and doing your own thing, these kind of sketches are perfect. If you are a person that is a very literal sketch person, this one might be a little bit of a struggle because there's not a lot going on. Now, if you're a minimalist and a follow the sketch exactly person, this is right up your alley. But if you are a maximalist and more is more, then this might be a little bit of a, oh my goodness. And this was a little bit of an, oh my goodness. I felt like I was overcompensating a little bit because I wanted more on this page. So it is a little bit busy, but I'm okay with that. It is a little bit busy. Like I said, I'm okay with it. So now I'm just using some puffy stickers. I'm finding some word phrases that I want to use. This one says perfection because honestly, you guys, the food was so good. I loved it so much. Not only the burger, but also the milkshake as well. It was just delicious. Plus the fries were awesome and they were huge and you could share them and they were like, you didn't even feel like you had to share French fries. And if you are a French fry fan like I am, you know, you don't want to share your French fries all the time. You do because you're friends, but you're thinking to yourself, please, please, Lord, let there be enough French fries where I can eat my fill and they can eat their fill and nobody's going to be fighting and being nice. Like, no, you go ahead and have some. You go ahead. No. You go ahead. When really inside, you're like, oh my word, give me those French fries. They are mine. And that's kind of how I am with French fries. I just love them. So, interestingly enough, though, I don't want fries with my steak. I want a baked potato or a mashed potato or some sort of au gratin potato, homemade au gratin, not out of a box. Actually, no potatoes out of a box. I have very strong opinions about potatoes. That's okay. I decided to add this little chipboard that says yum, and I put it right over here on top of this photo. And I'll stop running my mouth about the food. Now, I did flip through, and these are kind of cartoony stickers, the knife and the fork, and the one that says menu plan. But, you know, it's a fun time. And then I'm going to take these little tassels and just place them here. and I toyed with the idea of using brads to brad them on the page, but then I was like, I'm not putting brads anywhere else, so I don't want to brad the tassels onto the page here. I like the way that they are. I kind of alternated the just the gold ones or the foiled ones with the color ones, and I like it. I mean, this is a funky page, you guys. It is a little bit all over the place. But you know what? I like it, and that is kind of what matters. So I grabbed these LE Studios white letter stickers, and I'm placing this on top of the blue, so you can definitely see what it says here. Like you are, yep, this is for the. And then I didn't have any more lowercase t's, so I had to put a capital T. So that meant I pulled the lowercase f off and put the big F up there. Okay, sometimes I'm a 12-year-old with my humor. So now it says, thank you for the, and I'm going to go into my stash and go ahead and find letter stickers. And I have these guys right here, and I am using 2 Qs. I did have O's in there, but honestly, I don't like the Q in this thicker set, and it's very rare that I need a Q, so I just go ahead and trim off the little Q lines and then spell out thank you for the food. And I thought that that was clever, so there it is. I do move over the sticker just a little bit, so it kind of looks like it's all together in one big cluster. And then I'm going to use these sequins. And these blue floral sequins are a little bit more 3D than regular sequins. They stick up a little bit more. So I do use a little bit larger glob of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. On the other little globs I put down, I just do a normal amount. This Nouveau is almost to the very end. And when that happens, I actually pluck off the jewel off of the top of the bottle, and my bottle lives upside down. So that's what is going on there. I am using my crystal katana. Now, crystal katana is an absolute amazing sequin tool. It's got a waxy tip on one side, and if your glue gets to it, it dries pretty quickly right on there, and you rub it right on off. It doesn't pull the wax off or anything like that. And then the other side is a little bit of a nubby pokey tool. So it doesn't have a point, so you're not going to be able to poke holes in things, but it's got a little nubby on it. So you can kind of like weigh down, like push down your sequin into your glue to hold it. I am going to add adhesive to these little tassel stickers because they are American Crafts stickers, and American Crafts stickers don't stick. So I'm finding it doesn't matter if it's a thicker. It doesn't matter if it's a flat sticker. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, doesn't matter. American thickers and American Crafts stickers, they just don't stick. You need to add extra glue. So there it is, my kind of all over the place layout. I like it. That's what matters. If it's a little crazy for you, let me know in the comments below. If you like a little crazy, let me know that too. Little crazy is good for your soul sometimes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I have been posting videos every day for over a year now, since February 1st, 2020. And we're going to keep on going strong with my 100 sketchy videos, and we'll see how long we can keep this video a day thing up. I'll see you again real soon for another video.